This is The Roar, with your hosts, Morgan Hummel and Ethan Yost. Wildcat Sports with Ashley Gregg. And a look at Wildcat weather with Joe Colby.
Hello and welcome to The Roar. I'm your host, Ethan Yost.
And I'm Morgan Hummel. We have a lot in store for you today, including many scholarship opportunities whose deadlines are just around the corner.
But before we get to that, Morgan, how do you feel about all the snow?
The snow. Well, to tell you the truth, I was prepared for flip-flop season already. Let's take a look at this week's weather with Joe Colby. Joe?
We walk around pretending we're all grown up.
Hey Wildcats, happy Friday. It's quite a chilly Friday with a lot of snow. Let's take a look at this weekend's weather. As you can see on the national map, we've got a lot of precipitation brewing up here in the northeast, and a little bit of precipitation here in the Midwest. Let's take a look closer to home. Here in Ohio, we are not in the clear. We have plenty of precipitation here in Columbus area, and a lot of lake effect and northeastern snow, and it looks like it's coming our way. Let's take a look at the temperatures. Today's high is 28 with a low of 26, and it is snowing outside. Saturday we have a high of 31 and a low of 29 with snow showers. Sunday we have a high of 35 and a low of 29 with snow showers again. Monday we have flurries with a high of 37 and a low of 26. And Tuesday we have a high of 37 and a low of 26, and it's looking mostly cloudy. That's all for weather. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Joe. You know, my biggest problem right now is finding the willpower to sit down and apply for college scholarships. I think I'm starting to get spring fever.
Well, let's get you started and apply now. Attention seniors, information regarding the following scholarships are now available in the guidance office. The OSU Gay and Lesbian Scholarship Program deadline to apply is February 28th.
The OSU Alumni Scholarship Program for seniors who will be attending OSU Newark, who rank in the top 10% of their class and have been involved in school and community activities, deadline to apply is March 1st.
The Coles Kids Who Care Scholarship Program for students who are involved with community service, deadline is March 15th.
Down Syndrome Association for students with Down syndrome or family members who will pursue careers that impact the lives of those with disabilities. Deadline to apply, March 31st.
DeVry University Columbus Achievement Scholarship, deadline to apply is March 31st.
2 scholarships are available for students planning to pursue a career in education. The Alpha Delta Kappa Education Sorority Scholarship, deadline June 1st, and the Shelley Company Future Educator Scholarship, deadline March 31st.
The Newark Granville Altrusa Internationals Club Scholarship for females in the top 25% of the class who have demonstrated good character and citizenship, deadline to apply is April 1st.
The Accounting Careers Awareness Program is an all-expense-paid summer business and accounting program for minority students. The program is held June 20th through the 25th at the Fisher School of Business on Ohio State's campus in Columbus. Deadline to apply is April 2nd.
AAA School Safety Patrol grant applications must be seniors who have been members of School Safety Patrol. Deadline to apply is April 2nd.
Vietnam Veterans of America Chapter 55 Scholarship. To be considered, you must be a child or grandchild of a veteran. Deadline is April 15th.
American Business Women's Association Scholarship, deadline is April 15th.
Please, if you have any further questions or need more information on any of these scholarships, feel free to visit the guidance office in the hub. They'll be more than happy to assist you. And also seniors, senior pictures for the yearbook are posted in the hub. We need everyone to stop by to make sure the name is spelled correctly. And we also need your signature as you would like it to appear in the yearbook. Signature sheets are posted with the pictures.
Do you love art shows? Then you're in luck. There is one just around the corner. The Heritage Middle School Art Show with over 100 student exhibits is set for 5 to 7 p.m. March 2nd. While you're looking at watercolor paintings, pencil drawings, and clay sculptures, heritage teacher Martha Bonwell will be playing the piano to provide a little music while you pursue the art show at 6:30 p.m. Students will anxiously await the word from the judge to find out who gets the first and second and third place awards. There will be 3 winners from each grade level. If you're attending the show, you get a chance to vote for the best in show too, so mark your calendars for March 2nd and be sure to attend.
The visit to COTC and OSU Newark that was postponed has been rescheduled for Thursday, March 4th. Seniors that were originally scheduled to go will receive new information in homeroom.
Well, Morgan, last Saturday I slept in and didn't have to worry about any school stuff. What did you do?
Well, Ethan, I was sitting in physics, English, government, and all my other classes Saturday morning.
Chance Duffy spoke to people on campus, including Principal Fullen, about last week's Saturday school. Chance?
Chance Duffy here for the Roar to take a look about how people feel about Saturday school. Students generally felt the same about having to make up Calamity Day on Saturday.
It sucks.
So we went to Mr. Fullen to see why we have school days on Saturday instead of at the end of the year.
I think that it came from the fact that if you add days at the end of the year, it's also useless because everybody kind of shuts down, you know, when it becomes June type of thing, because it's just the mental frame that we have, both as students and teachers. And I think that the union was not wanting to give up any of their spring break, because obviously they value their spring break, and rightfully so. So I think they chose Saturdays as the best alternative.
When dealing with Saturday schools, attendance becomes an issue with students.
I think sometimes it's hard to do things because attendance isn't all that great. You may have to repeat yourself because half the kids aren't there.
We were at 67% as a high school, so that was not very good. And of course that makes sense. I mean, elementary kids and middle school kids, their parents will make them go to school. High school kids, you know, yeah, I'll go. You know, the parents go to work and they don't go. Or, you know, all the high school kids have jobs, for example, so they're going to stay, you know, work on their jobs type of thing. But
Having already served one Saturday school, students, teachers, and parents alike hope that it's the only one they have to make up this year. I'm Chance Duffy for the Roar.
Well, Saturday school wasn't as bad as it was in past years. For example, the time we had it 3 weeks in a row.
Hopefully that never happens again. Attention football players, weight training and conditioning is now being held on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday after school in the weight room.
Well, all this talk about football season already.
It reminds me that basketball season has just ended. Let's go to Ashley with a recap of the winter sports season. Ashley?
Thanks, guys. Welcome to Wildcat Sports. On February 12th, the girls' basketball team played Pickerington North at home. The Panthers' 19-4 lead in the second quarter held out, leading to a 48-31 loss for the Wildcats. Paige Cashin had 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 blocks. On February 14th, the girls' teams played away at Pickerington Central. The Lady Cats suffered a tight loss, 43-39. Kayla Baer led the Lady Cats with 14 points and 6 rebounds. Tanandra Spivey had 10 points and 8 rebounds. Paige Cashin added 10 points and 7 rebounds. The girls are now 8-12. On February 12th, the boys basketball team suffered a heartbreaking loss to Pickerington North, 50-47. It appeared as though the Wildcats had the victory in hand with a 1-point lead with 40 seconds left in the game. However, the Panthers forced a turnover, leading to their game-winning basket. James Kozawa had the team high with 11 points and 11 rebounds. Ryan Dirks contributed with 10 points, and Brett Woolard added 8. February 19th was senior night against Lancaster for the boys basketball team. Ryan Dirks, James Kozawa, and Ryan Soule were announced as the graduating Wildcats. The Wildcats annihilated the Gales 61-37. Ryan Dirks had the team high with 15. James Kozawa finished with 14 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Christian Keller had 10 points, and Ryan Soule had 7. On February 23rd, the boys played against Mount Vernon at Lakewood High School for their first tournament game. The grueling match turned into a disappointing loss for Newark in overtime, 51-49, with 16 turnovers, and the boys had trouble putting the ball in the basket. Dirks led the Cats with 14 points, Soule had 12 points and 3 assists, and Kozawa added 10. It was a disappointing close to the season, but the boys left their hearts out on the court. Their hard work made for a great year. On February 11th, the wrestling team lost to Pickerington Central 24-51. In the 125-pound class, Booker decided Reed 10-5. In the 135-pound class, Taylor Brokaw pinned Valentine 4-26. In the 160-pound class, Waldrop pinned Seaman 3-38, and in the 215-pound class, Mark George decided Smeltzer 9-4. In the Division I sectional, Taylor Brokaw won the 135-pound title with 2 pins and a 6-4 win against Kyle Horner. DeJuan Booker was third in the 125-pound class, and Mark George was third in the 215-pound class. That's all for Wildcat Sports. Back to you.
Well, congratulations to all our sports teams and especially our seniors who have many successful seasons to come.
Well, that's all we have for you today, right, Morgan? What are you doing?
I'm sending a text. What does it look like?
You know, right now is not the time or place. Driving isn't the time for texting either. Let's go to Eric Dickey with a look at the dangers of texting while behind the wheel.
Hey guys, I'm Eric Dickey from The Roar, and the weather is getting pretty bad outside, and it's getting very difficult to drive, but it gets even more difficult when you're texting.
Texting, one of the most popular ways to communicate. We see it everywhere, and now in our vehicles.
Probably about 9 out of every 10 people text and drive. I'm thinking that I catch them all about every time.
And about 89% of teenagers say that they've seen their friends texting while driving. Huge issue. Anytime that you are distracted from the primary focus of driving while in a car, you're more likely to be in an accident.
Texting while driving. 80% of accidents are due to some sort of distraction from an electronic device, and 8 out of 10 of those distractions is because of a phone.
Well, because sometimes, I gotta get the message out. I gotta talk to people while I'm driving, and if I gotta drive some errands, I can't stop just to text. And, I think it's fine. I can multitask pretty well.
Texting while driving may not seem so harmless, but it can cause you to lose control, to hurt yourself, and along with other drivers.
And I think it's very, confusing for other drivers because, when one driver is driving, and it can cause another accident for another person.
Texting and driving has become such a large issue. Most people are finding many ways to help prevent or possibly even ban it.
There's a lot that people can do. As a teenager, don't text. One of the things that we recommend is pull over if you need to text, pull over if you need to talk on the phone, or go the 15 minutes without using your phone. There's a lot of distractions that can happen, and it's a really easy solution. Just don't do it. Now, that's not always practical. Sometimes there's emergencies, but for those times you can pull over safely, text on the phone real quick, and then get back on the road.
Not really, but if you have to text, you can, but on another occasion, yeah, they should take it away.
No, we shouldn't ban texting and driving. Not at all.
State Farm does support a texting ban. More so than that, though, we support an opportunity for that graduated driver's licensing, for that tiered licensing. Banning texting on its own, our studies have shown that around 91% of people will support some kind of a ban on texting. Maybe not an all-out ban, and maybe not something that carries a heavy fine, but some kind of a restriction. Our studies show that people are in general support because it does make for safer roads, not only for the person doing the texting, but for somebody that might be driving next to you.
Oh, I'm Eric Dickey, and back to you guys.
I really never thought it was much more of a distraction than, say, the radio.
Well, now you know. That's all we have for you today. I'm Ethan Yost.
And I'm Morgan Hummel. We leave you with the alma mater. Go Cats.
Newark High School, Newark High School, loyal now thy children stand. As we lift our song to praise thee, better school in all the land. All the strong may be thy rivals, they cannot withstand thy might. For we all shall be defenders of the crimson and the white. All the strong may be thy rivals, they cannot withstand thy might. For we all shall be defenders of the crimson